LeBron James could be walking away from the Lakers, and the NBA world is facing a shocking reality. The greatest rivalry of this generation could become the most unstoppable partnership ever as LeBron James, Steph Curry, and the Golden State Warriors prepare to rewrite NBA history.
NBA senior writer Anthony Slater has been in the field getting the latest. And hey, the Warriors, they are among several teams playing the waiting game with LeBron. But what are you hearing about Golden State's chances to actually land him?
Yeah, their decision makers really from the beginning of this free agency have not expressed much optimism to me that they're going to ultimately be the destination. They know they're in on it. They've identified from the beginning Cleveland as what they believe is the most likely destination. But they also have an advantage, and they know it, and it's what you just played. Draymond Green is pitching LeBron James on vacation, and I was in Tahoe the other day, and Steph Curry said he's been in contact with him. Not many people in this process can reach LeBron James directly, but the Warriors players can. And I thought one of the most interesting parts of Steph's pitch is basically the historic nature of them potentially teaming up. With year 18 for Steph, year 24 for LeBron, the battles they've had, he called it maybe it could be one of the most unique stories in NBA history if they teamed up.
Exactly. Two GOATs on the same team. What kind of magic that would make. Golden State, though, did add someone who has championship ties to LeBron, his former Lakers head coach Frank Vogel. Hey, what can you share about the Warriors hiring him?
Yeah, he did win a championship with LeBron in 2020 in the bubble with the Lakers, but I've been told it wasn't about luring LeBron hiring Frank Vogel. It was about his experience and his acumen. The Warriors this summer lost Terry Stotts, they lost Jerry Stackhouse, and they wanted somebody next to Steve Kerr on the bench with head coaching experience. Obviously, Vogel has that, and also they needed somebody to lead the defense. And Frank Vogel historically has been a great defensive coach, so they hired him, and maybe that helps a little bit in the LeBron pitch, but generally they just want Frank Vogel next to Steve Kerr.
LeBron James might be in play. I'm serious. Brian Windhorst, who is in this chair next to me, in which J.K. Simmons will settle in.
I seen him.
Academy Award winner will settle in. And he said that LeBron James has not made himself available to talk directly with the Los Angeles Lakers about a contract.
Literally, as you're talking about LeBron, there is LeBron James news via Shams on Twitter right now. LeBron James will continue his NBA career next season, but has informed the Lakers that they can move on without him because he will play elsewhere.
Okay.
Clutch Sports CEO Rich Paul has told ESPN this. That is 1 minute ago.
Well, then. He's in play.
Wow.
Because again, if he wasn't making himself available to talk in the negotiating window with the Lakers, then he clearly wanted to talk to everyone else.
Yeah, buddy. Mm-hmm.
If he's basically I'm playing golf.
He's very busy.
I can't meet with you to talk about a contract in the negotiating window, the exclusive negotiating window between the end of the NBA Finals and 3 o'clock local time here in El Segundo, California. He clearly wanted to talk to somebody else, and he's going to talk to somebody else.
You can go home now.
The question is now, obviously the where. Where is it best for him to ring chase? Because I imagine that's what it's going to be about. And how much of a haircut is he willing to take?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't seem to be, so far in recent days, interested in doing, say, what Aaron Rodgers did with the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is pay for way less than what his first ballot Hall of Fame career mandates somebody with that resume. And LeBron is playing at the top of his game in a way that I don't think Aaron Rodgers is or has, despite flashes of Rodgers. And I'm making this analogy because I'm talking about somebody in the similar age group at the end of a career looking for one last shot. And the question is, where is it? Does he go back to places where he's once belonged, to use the Beatles phrase? Does he go back to Cleveland? Does he go back to Miami? Wouldn't that be an interesting way? Or does he go to Golden State? And Brian Windhorst said on the family of ESPN shows on this day that the Warriors were going to attempt to sign LeBron tonight. 3 o'clock. Right in the middle of your California day. Does LeBron look at Steph Curry and call him teammate as opposed to opponent and frenemy, I guess, right? Does he join Steph and Draymond and Jimmy Butler? Because apparently the Warriors have told Jimmy Butler they're not trading him, which means I guess the Wizards are uninterested in coughing up Anthony Davis. Kristaps Porzingis just showed up in Golden State, did he not?
He's back 2 years, $40 million.
LeBron's not playing for that guy.
Yeah, this feels like Warriors or bust.
Really?
Yeah.
Cleveland? You don't think going back to the land, winning one more time, finishing up, going back home, going to the East?
But he'd been there, done that.
Yeah, it's already over. But I see what you're saying because it would be put a nice, cap on there.
But he did that already.
But he has done it. But
so the Warriors.
But going home
bust?
at the end is always. It always seems like the Warrior tries to travel. The Warrior.
Listen, if I'm the Warriors,
we're gonna run back the Olympics.
If I'm the Warriors, I move heaven and earth to make sure this happens.
I'm with you.
Certainly, if they have closed the door on the Lakers so publicly that there's not even a leverage play to be made, then what does that mean for the Lakers? Let's hit on that. Based on, obviously, never say never, but the fact that he's said, "Oh, I'm done golfing long enough to tell you we're done.
Go kick rock."
Okay, go kick rocks. Go hand your game balls out to somebody else. So
he's going to be a Warrior. It's already been
that. If
feels like it.
If this is in fact the case, he does leave a trophy in the case here in Los Angeles. He exhilarated fans for years. I know they didn't win more than one, and I know when they won one, he was in the bubble. I get it. Everybody had to play under the same awful circumstances, and they were the most successful at it. But that just means clearly they're moving on with Luka and Austin Reeves. If I'm not mistaken, did I see amongst all of this World Cup craziness and everything, doom scrolling for any other actual real news, DeAndre Ayton opted back in?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you saw that.
Now,
really? Okay, I missed that.
Yeah.
And so I don't know who else they can add, but that does feel like the Lakers are not still in the realm of the Thunder and Spurs. Fair to say? Without LeBron
Fair.
playing the way that he did last playoffs.
Sham's adding that the Lakers expressed to James that they wanted him back.
Of course.
But he has decided to move on.
Let me tell you what the Lakers wanted. Him to finish his career here in L.A. and for them to fet him in the manner in which they're used to fetting people who have, A, won a championship there, or B, an all-time great. The Golden State Warriors, Curry, Draymond, Butler, healthy when returning, LeBron,
Porzingis,
Horford.
Tingus.
Does Clay come back?
Sure.
How are they going to fit all these people?
No. But LeBron's going to have to. $50 million is not going to happen, right?
Oh, we're looking at 15 to 20.
Well, I mean, that's not a haircut he's taken ever.
No.
He clearly doesn't need it either.
Nope. He's doing just fine.
Yeah,
and somebody and they tell him, hey, on occasion, go to Los Angeles, go back home, be with your kids. We'll figure it out. Everyone will understand.
Bronny's Laker deal became guaranteed yesterday.
Okay. So, I'm just saying, are they championship caliber?
No.
Okay. TJ Jefferson. Are they championship caliber?
The Los Angeles Lakers?
No.
Oh.
The Golden State Warriors as constituted if this happens.
Look, man, if this had happened in 2018, then you'd be talking about maybe a 72-10 run. These guys, man, Father Time just...
I understand that.
And look, they're going to be as good as anybody for certain stretches of time, but those aches and pains they accumulate, man, and I don't know if they can hang with the young Bulls Spurs.
I'm just saying it sounds like they could. I'm not saying with the Bulls. I'm saying they could do enough damage to get a decent position in the playoffs from which they just catch fire and good luck trying to beat Landry Shamet and the defending champion Knicks.
I am Landry Shamet.
The greatest rivalry of this generation could become the most shocking partnership in NBA history. LeBron James may be leaving the Lakers, and the team waiting in the shadows is none other than the Golden State Warriors. The same Warriors team that battled LeBron in 4 straight NBA Finals could now be the team trying to help him win another championship. Steph Curry, LeBron James, 2 legends who defined an era. Now, they could be teammates. NBA insiders have reported Golden State is monitoring LeBron's situation, but the Warriors know they are not the favorites. Cleveland is believed to be the most likely destination. However, Golden State has one advantage no other team can match: their players. In a decision this massive, relationships matter. Draymond Green has openly recruited LeBron James, even joking about a future vacation together. Steph Curry has also admitted he has communicated with LeBron. That is important, because very few people in the NBA can directly influence LeBron James. Steph Curry can. After years of competing for championships, the 2 players who shaped modern basketball could now create one final legendary chapter together. Curry is entering his 18th NBA season. LeBron is preparing for year 24. Their careers have already secured their place in history. Now the question is simple. Can 2 aging legends combine their greatness for one more championship run? And Golden State may have another connection helping their case. The Warriors recently added former Lakers championship coach Frank Vogel. Vogel won a title with LeBron James in 2020, but this move was not only about recruiting. Golden State needed experience. After losing assistant coaches Terry Stotts and Jerry Stackhouse, Steve Kerr wanted a proven basketball mind beside him. Vogel brings championship knowledge and one of the strongest defensive reputations in the NBA. But his history with LeBron could become another weapon in Golden State's pitch. Because now, LeBron may truly be available. The Lakers wanted LeBron James to retire in Los Angeles. They wanted him to finish his career wearing purple and gold. But that future is now uncertain. Reports revealed LeBron did not make himself available for direct contract negotiations with the Lakers. Then came the major shift. LeBron informed Los Angeles they could move forward without him because he planned to continue his career elsewhere. The Lakers era appears to be ending. Yes, LeBron delivered a championship in 2020. Yes, he created unforgettable moments. But now Los Angeles is building around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. The franchise is looking toward the future. And LeBron is looking for one final chance. If Golden State makes this happen, the NBA could witness one of the most unique rosters ever assembled. Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler, Kristaps Porzingis. The Warriors recently signed Porzingis to a 2-year, $40 million deal, and they have made it clear they want to keep Butler. But there is one huge question. Can this team survive an entire season? Because Father Time does not care about greatness. LeBron is entering year 24. Curry is entering year 18. Injuries and fatigue could become the biggest opponent. But if this veteran group reaches the playoffs healthy, nobody would want to face them. Cleveland would be the emotional choice. Miami would be the nostalgic choice. But Golden State represents something nobody has ever seen. History. The rivalry becoming a partnership. The 2 faces of the NBA's modern era standing together for one final championship chase. Because this is no longer about proving they are great. They already proved that. This is about creating the final, unforgettable moment. LeBron James and Steph Curry on the same team? It sounds impossible. But in the NBA, the impossible is usually where history begins.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.